Ese tipo tenía quest. ¿Quién es? Campesino, un campesino con quest. Para, no te vayas.
God be with you.
Hola.
Do you want something?
I do. And you look like the kind of fellow who knows a thing or two and wouldn't mind a bit of work that's not entirely... well...
Ok, este es el
honest.
ladrón local. Hermano, vas a
What's it
terminar
about?
atrapado en un cepo.
I'm looking for someone who knows how to dip her pockets.
Cep-
For a reward, of course.
Tengo bastante experiencia.
It's lucky for you that I happened along. Who do you want me to rob?
There's a farmer who lives in the craftsman's yard. He made a killing supplying vegetables to the monastery. I worked for him for a while, but then he threw me out without even paying me for my labor. I'd like you to steal the groschen he owes me.
Posta.
And also a pouch containing an amulet he got from the herb woman. He's as superstitious as an old crone, so when he realizes he's lost it, he'll have a fit.
Sounds
Bueno,
easy
mientras no
enough.
sea un ataque cardíaco.
It ain't quite that easy, otherwise I'd handle it myself. That fucker don't trust no one, and he's always looking over his shoulder. If you manage to nick his pouch and his coin, you can keep the groschen as a reward. Take care now.
Monstruo de ojos verdes. Wow. Ok. Buenas. Espadero Fink. Estoy acá solo por el trabajo que aparentemente tiene.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Any chance of some work?
Well, come to think, there is one rather delicate matter to attend to. A while ago, a holy man came by here. He said he'd come from the Holy Land, and he was selling various relics he'd collected on his travels to pay his way.
I see.
Well, I heard he had some fragments of a sacred sword that once belonged to the fabled Czech Queen of Sheba. But by the
Posta.
time he reached me, he had no pieces left of the sword. All he had was some dubious wares, splinters from our Lord's cross,
¿Y qué te hace
thorns
pensar que
from
lo
the
de la
crown.
espada era verdad?
Nothing of interest to me.
And where did the pieces of the sword go?
He sold them off to swordsmiths and blacksmiths hereabouts. They just keep them lying around at home for good luck. If I had them, I'd forge them back into a sword. Can you even imagine what power it would command? If you could get me all the pieces of the sword, I'd repay you very handsomely.
¡A la mierda!
It does sound very interesting. I'll ask them and see what I can do.
Excellent. You'll see you won't regret it. I'll pay you well.
Ok.
Farewell.
La espada de la reina de Sheba. ¿Cuántas misiones interesantes en este lugar? Lo principal es averiguar qué onda con la calaquita. Ok, yo no sé. Oh,
In the temple of Jerusalem.
algo me dice que este es el tipo
Carrots that'll make you and your family happy.
charlatán. Ok, creo que este es el tipo de la espada.
I know you. I know you from somewhere.
Cured and fresh, from the woods or from the pen.
Where
It
do
all
I know
tastes
you from?
delicious.
What?
Of course, my dream. You were in a boat made of bone, and I put a crown of thorns on your head.
Ah, no sé si me agrada.
All right. Tell me about this dream of yours.
That dream. Yes, that dream has come true.
Ignoremos a las viejas
I dreamt
vendedoras.
that a young man would become my apprentice,
Oh,
my own pupil in the trade of miracles.
ok, no es un mal sueño.
Our Lord's
Then I'm in
tasty,
luck.
good on
On
bread
the
and for
contrary,
frying.
I'm the
Come and
lucky
get
one.
it, fine people.
What's your
And
name,
for
young man?
cracking too, a joy to taste.
Henry.
Henry.
Investigador privado.
A powerful name.
Sobre todo la
So,
parte de
hey.
privado.
Are you ready to become my apprentice?
Por supuesto, no sé de qué. Pero por supuesto.
All right. I'll be your apprentice.
Salami.
Wonderful. Oh,
Milagro
glorious
mientras
day.
se espera.
I have
What?
a successor in my work.
More than the
So,
finest
how do you
garlic,
plan to start
onions,
training me?
mushrooms,
With a
and
test
garlic.
of your practical skills.
Oh,
Oh.
¿tiene que ver con otra investigación?
I have my eye on 3 rare objects of great value.
Ah,
But sadly, they're a little difficult to obtain.
Me.
First, I need a tooth of Saint Procopius.
un diente.
Then I'll need a branch from a topping out hung on a church. And finally, a talisman for luck from a passionate player.
Ok.
Bloody hell, that's a lot.
Good men.
All right,
Good wives.
one thing
Come
at a
have
time.
look. Don't be shy.
Supongo que habla de un
Never
dado.
see such
¿Pero dónde saco el diente?
About that tooth. It's going to be slightly more complicated, isn't it?
I know. Yes, it would be very difficult to gain such a rare relic, of course. That's why I have an alternative solution.
I'm listening.
A layman named Procopius lives by the monastery. And it just so happens, thanks to my intricate medical knowledge, that I found out he has a sick tooth.
Come and see.
No, vos me estás jodiendo que de verdad, como los tres chiflados, le voy a birlar el diente.
How did you find out he has a sore tooth?
Garlic soup for the winter,
As it happens,
onion soup
he
for the
told me
spring,
at the tavern.
asparagus
But
for
that's
taste,
not
and
important.
prunes for what ails you. Try
Ok,
them.
¿cómo?
And how am I
If
supposed
your
to get the
pot is
tooth?
burnt down, our
I haven't
sausage
the faintest
will still
idea.
taste good.
You'll have to
If your
think of
husband is
something.
murdered,
Okay.
our sausage
But maybe
will
you'll be able
here.
to persuade him
Come
to
and
let
get
the
them.
blacksmith pull it.
O con un fuerte golpe en la mandíbula.
That make
This
your
topping
mouth
out,
water
what's
more
that?
than the
You're
finest
not a
paint.
carpenter, it seems.
No, I'm a blacksmith.
I see. Well, a topping out is a decorated spruce or a conifer tree hung on top of the roof of a new house to bring good fortune and God's blessing.
No. Y no la podemos hacer.
Well,
Sausages,
then all we
of
need
all
to do is
shapes,
break off a
sizes
branch
and
somewhere,
flavours.
buy a few ribbons, and we've got our own homemade topping out right there.
You don't understand, young man. The topping out was sanctified by a priest, and it hangs on the highest church far and wide. You can't
Our
just
Lord
replace it with a
tasty,
decorated branch.
good on bread
Fair
for
enough.
frying.
Ok.
Come and get it, fine
Pero vos me
people.
estás diciendo que me
And
tengo que
pork bracken
trepar
too,
al monasterio que
and
está
joy to
actualmente
taste.
siendo construido.
They'll stay
That
firm
topping off
all
is hung
winter.
pretty high,
Might
isn't it?
prefer someone else, though.
Naturally. It hangs on the rooftop according to tradition. And the church is tall.
And how am I supposed to get it down?
Damned if I know.
No, wow.
But they had to get
Good
it up there
men,
somehow,
good
didn't they?
wives. Come have a look.
Supongo que
Don't be
sí.
shy.
Very well,
You'll
I'll get
never
it.
see such fine meat.
Vamos a practicar la elasticidad de Harry.
This player's talisman. Where am I supposed to
Creo
find
que
it?
tengo uno en el bolsillo.
I actually have a specific one in mind.
Ah, ok.
Here at the inn, there's a dice player who always has a cat's paw with him.
Ah,
That's supposed to bring
Come
him
right
luck.
up. It's
Bueno,
a
mientras no
feast
se la
for
tenga
your
que ganar
eyes and your
jugando.
stomachs.
A
It's
cat's
hard to
paw?
resist.
I
You'll
thought
not
players
find
bring
better
along a
limbs
rabbit's paw
anywhere.
for luck.
I thought so too. But this man is winning one game after another, so cats are clearly even more powerful than rabbits.
If your
Wow.
pot is burnt
Oh.
down,
Debe ser
our
por eso que hasta ahora no vi
sausage
ninguno.
tastes good. If your husband is
How am I
murdered,
supposed to get the
our
Ya
talisman?
sé, no me digas. No tenés ni puta idea. Claro, ahí está.
It won't be easy, but I'm sure you'll find a way.
We'll see.
Por supuesto.
Very well. I'll get you the paw.
Ok.
Vegetables,
I'll get looking for those things then.
apples, cucumbers,
Excellent.
onions.
You do that, my journeyman. Good luck.
Genial. Genial.
salami,
Sázava
sausages,
es la
lard of
ciudad
all kinds and
de la
spices
recolección
make
de
your mouth
objetos.
water more than the finest.
Jesus Christ be praised.
¿Todo bien? ¿Por qué tengo los ojos extrañamente negros?
I found this skull. People are saying it's the skull of a demon, but I don't know.
It certainly looks like it,
No.
with the horns and all.
Bueno, eso no es bueno.
Well, let's see. Those are deer antlers that someone's fixed to this human skull.
Ok, ahora me siento más tranquilo.
Just a bit of devil.
Gracias al
Glad to hear it's
análisis
not.
científico.
The real thing. Someone must have put it there deliberately, knowing that's where they were due to dig.
And they put a lot of work into it too. The horns are held on tight, even though it was lying in water.
No,
Whoever did this was skilled bugger, and no mistake.
un artesano tal vez. What? ¿Qué les pasa? Ok, preguntar al montador o a Esmola. ¿Quién demonios es el montador? Pero no confío en Esmola. ¿O me estás jodiendo? ¿Que esa es la coronación que tengo que robar? ¿Que tengo que quitar? Maldita sea. ¿Por qué estoy haciendo esto? Ni siquiera sé para qué estoy tratando de ser aprendiz. ¿Aprendí de qué? El tipo ese nunca me lo detalló. Solo que tuvo un sueño extraño. Ahora mi pregunta es, ¿cómo demonios? Pará, ¿cómo consigo eso? Tal vez si le invoco no haga falta que... Ok, y esto no... Está bien atado. Eso fue interesante. Evidentemente esta ramita está bendita. Bueno, esto no va a funcionar. A ver, Esmola, tú no me agradas y yo no te agrado. Pero tenemos que hablar. Ah, ¿y Leszek?
Have you seen Leszek, the scaffolder?
I saw him. What do you want with him?
I want to talk to him about the head he dug up.
Really? That's interesting.
Why?
He asked me to meet him on the scaffolding tonight, so he can tell me something important. Said he wanted to confess something.
So he did have something to do with the skull. We knew it.
No.
But I'd wager someone made him do it. He doesn't seem the type to come up with something like that on his own. I'm planning to go and meet him. Will you come with me?
It will be safer with the two of us. I'll go.
Very well. We'll meet at night. If I'm not down at the bottom, then look for me at the top.
All right.
No. Convenientemente me desvió otra vez el señor Esmola. Algo me dice que esta noche va a intentar hacer algo estúpido. Como tirarme un cacho de roca en toda la frente.